Today's video is for anybody that goes off-grid but still needs to rely on their technology to get the job done. This is also great for somebody that is into emergency preparedness, and I'm going to introduce you today to the Ecoflow River Pro, which solves all of those problems. This is a portable power station or a solar generator, and basically this is a big 720 watt-hour lithium-ion battery with a 600 watt inverter, meaning that it's going to be able to charge and power all of your devices and then some many times over. So this is great for off-grid where you don't have access to reliable power, and again, emergency situations, this thing really shines. So without getting too technical, this thing can power and charge all of your devices that you need, and some even past that 600 watt inverter limit up to 1800 watts in a pinch.
And here's a few real world tests. As you can see here, it can easily power my studio lights, and that's also nice if your outlets are full or you just don't want to be tripping over cords. Another thing I tried was powering my cordless tools, a great option to have, and you never know when they're going to come in handy. If your power goes out, you can rest assured that you can even power your fridge or freezer if need be. And this is fantastic for me. It handles the big initial draw of the compressors kicking on, and then it says here it will power it for about 6 hours, although that compressor does shut off obviously to conserve energy, so it's going to last a lot longer, probably even days. I even tried some heavy duty tools and was surprised that it could actually handle that output, as well as the amount that I can actually use it for. It says I could use this grinder for about 2 hours, which is a lot of grinding.
This thing does have some really cool features, including fast charging from 0 to 80% in about an hour. And I've tested this and I can completely vouch for it. This is industry leading and incredibly fast for something like this.
And here's that test in real time. I'm kind of floored by this thing's ability to charge so fast. I don't know why everything can't charge this fast when you look at the capacity of this battery. It's great knowing if you're running low, you can stop even at a gas station and plug this thing in just for a small amount of time and get some good charge. Now it arrived with 30% charge, and in 30 minutes here, it did charge 49%. So that is very impressive.
Now do note there's several ways to charge and use the power out of this battery. You've got USB ports, including fast charging. You've got the ability to charge this while you drive in your car or truck. And of course you can power this thing into the wall or power things that need a bit more juice with its 3 outlets. And one of the best features for me is the ability to charge this guy with solar panels. Now I personally decided to go with Ecoflow's 160 watt panel, as this thing is capable of taking up to 200 watts from a panel. Now it is a bit more expensive than some, but I love the build quality, I love the convenience, and definitely the size and the weight of it. It's also worth mentioning that I bought this thing with my own money, and this is completely my own opinion, so if you do appreciate that, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. One of my favorite things is how easy this thing is to use and understand. It's got a beautiful big screen here with input and output, meaning you can see what's going in for charging, as well as the output and what you're using out of it and how long it's going to last for. This is great for somebody who doesn't speak electricity, and I found this thing to be just a great size, weight, and just the ease of use is phenomenal. If you do need more juice, you can buy an extra battery from Ecoflow, essentially doubling this thing up to a 1440 watt hour battery. It also has some cool features like an emergency light with 2 brightness settings, as well as an SOS setting, which is kind of nice.
And of course, no modern piece of technology is complete without its own app. In the app, you can easily monitor your input, your output, the temperature of your battery, as well as control things like your light, and easily and quickly access and change settings, as well as download firmware if needed.
In terms of value, this thing is a little bit pricey considering you could buy pieces and kind of piece this together, but I recommend you definitely have some electrical experience and know that it's going to be a little bit more complicated. This is a one and done package, and I love that about it, so the convenience is definitely there.
Now I personally wouldn't buy this without having a solar panel for it, and touching on the 160 watt solar panel that I bought with it, it is a fantastic size that fits under the back seat of my truck. It is a little bit pricey with a $450 MSRP, but you can get it as a package and find it on sale for a reasonable discount. In terms of performance, remember that you're completely at the mercy of the sun. On an average sunny day with a few clouds, I can average around 100 to 120 watts, but in perfect conditions on a beautiful clear sky with the sun at its highest point, you can get about 140 watts consistently. The case also doubles as a stand, but I have to admit it's really not my favorite. This solar panel does have a few uses for me. I use it to charge my River Pro here, and I did buy a connector to allow me to connect it directly to my trailer so I can charge my trailer batteries. And because it folds up really nice, it's easy to take with me on all my trips.
So at the end of the day, would I recommend this kit to you? Absolutely. I think it's a really cool and important thing to have, especially when you need to rely on your gear to get the job done. Or of course, if you do find yourself in an emergency situation, this could be life-saving. Well guys, that's my review of the Ecoflow River Pro here. I hope you liked this video and it helped you out. If it did, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Join the community. If you wanted to pick this thing up, I will drop affiliate links down below. And like always, make mistakes, be yourself, and get out there and take some more pictures. See you next time.